Have you ever felt like everything in your life was falling apart all at once? When plans collapse, people change, and even your calmest breath feels heavy and uncertain. In those moments, the mind desperately tries to control, to fix, to escape the storm. But what if peace doesn't come from fixing the storm, but from learning to stand still within it? The Buddha once taught that true calm is not found in changing life, but in changing the way we meet life. Even in the heart of chaos, there is a quiet space within you that remains untouched, unbroken, and unshaken. In this video, we will walk together into that inner space, exploring how Buddhist wisdom can help you stay calm when everything seems to go wrong. So take a deep breath, let your heart soften, and allow this journey to begin. Everything in life moves and changes, like the rhythm of the ocean. Nothing ever truly stays the same. The Buddha taught that all things are impermanent, and when we forget this truth, we create our own suffering. We hold tightly to people, to moments, to the way things used to be, as if they were meant to last forever. But life is not a photograph to be kept. It is a river meant to flow. When we resist that flow, we feel pain. When we accept it, peace quietly returns. Think about all the storms you have survived before. At the time, they felt endless, didn't they? And yet, here you are, still breathing, still growing. Every difficult season you once feared has already passed, and in its place, new light has arrived. This is the nature of life, constant change, constant renewal. The trees let go of their leaves, not because they have failed, but because letting go makes space for new life to bloom. When we stop clinging to how we think things should be, we begin to see the beauty of what already is. Calm does not come from controlling the tide, but from learning to trust its movement. So when everything around you feels uncertain, remind yourself, this too shall pass, and something new will rise from it. Stay with me, and in the next part, we will learn how to find stillness even as the storm continues to move. And so, as we begin to see that everything changes, a quiet question arises. If life is always moving, always shifting, where can we find something steady to rest upon? When everything outside us is uncertain, is there something within that never changes? The Buddha's answer was simple, yet profound: awareness. Awareness is the still point in the storm. It does not try to stop the wind or silence the thunder. It simply watches, without being swept away. When chaos surrounds you, the first step toward calm is not to react, but to see. To simply notice what is happening without judgment, without rushing to fix or flee. The moment you become aware of your breath, of your heartbeat, of your thoughts moving through the mind, something inside you begins to soften. You are no longer trapped inside the storm. You are the sky that holds it. Awareness creates space, and in that space, peace is born. Even pain feels different when it is seen with understanding. It becomes lighter, almost tender, because now you are no longer fighting it. You are allowing it to be. This is the essence of mindfulness, the heart of Buddhist wisdom. It reminds us that we do not need to escape our experience. We only need to wake up within it. Try it now. Take one slow breath. Feel it enter and leave your body. In this single breath, Nothing needs to change, and yet everything feels a little more at ease. But even as we begin to touch that stillness within, something inside us often resists it. The mind whispers, "I need to fix this. I must control what's happening," and that is where our peace begins to slip away. This brings us to the mind's habit: control and resistance. Our minds are built to protect us, to make sense of what feels uncertain. When life changes suddenly, the mind rushes to restore order. It plans, analyzes, compares, blames, anything to feel safe again. Yet the more we try to control what cannot be controlled, the tighter our suffering grows. The Buddha taught that clinging and aversion are the roots of all pain. We cling to what we love and we push away what we fear, but both movements keep us bound. True freedom begins when we see this pattern clearly. Think of holding a rope that's burning your hands. The instinct is to pull harder, but the more you pull, the deeper the pain. Only when you let go does relief appear. In the same way, peace arises not from control, but from release. Letting go is not a defeat. It is a deep trust that life knows how to unfold without your constant interference. When we relax our grip on outcomes, something magical happens. Clarity returns. We start to respond instead of react, to breathe instead of fight. The mind becomes quiet, and in that quiet, awareness expands. It's like opening a window after a long storm. Fresh air flows in naturally, and as we soften our need to control, we begin to feel another truth emerging, a truth the Buddha called the power of presence. In that presence, even the most chaotic moment becomes an opportunity to return home to ourselves. As we begin to release the need to control, something beautiful starts to happen. The noise of the mind softens, and we begin to hear the quiet call of the present moment. This brings us to returning to the present moment. The Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." Yet how often do we truly live here and now? Most of the time our thoughts wander, revisiting old memories, replaying what we could have done differently, or worrying about what might come next. The present, meanwhile, waits patiently for us to return. It is the only place where peace can ever be found. When you sit still and take one mindful breath, you may notice how the body relaxes, how the heart feels a little lighter. You begin to realize that right here, in this single breath, nothing is missing. The pain from the past cannot touch you here, and the fears of the future have not yet arrived. The present moment is like a gentle shore where the waves of life rise and fall but never drown you. It is where awareness and calm meet, where you begin to see that peace is not something you have to find. It is something you return to. So whenever you feel lost, close your eyes and come back to now, again and again, until you remember that this moment, just as it is enough. The heart starts to soften, and from that softness arises the power of compassion. The Buddha taught that compassion is not a luxury, but the very foundation of peace. Yet so often, we forget to offer it to ourselves. When things go wrong, we easily blame, judge, or condemn the person in the mirror. We think, "I should have done better." I should have known more, but true healing begins the moment we replace judgment with understanding. Compassion means looking at our pain and saying, "It's okay. You did your best." It is the gentle voice that holds our suffering without turning away. Like sunlight touching a frozen field, compassion slowly melts the walls we built around the heart. And when the heart softens toward itself, it naturally extends kindness to others, even to those who may have caused our pain. This is the miracle of compassion. It transforms wounds into wisdom and struggle into strength. The more we practice it, the more we see that peace is not the absence of pain, but the presence of love within it. When life becomes heavy, remember to place a hand over your heart and breathe gently. Whisper to yourself, "May I be kind to this moment. May I be gentle with what I feel." For in that small act of kindness, you are already healing. And as compassion deepens, a quiet clarity begins to emerge. The realization that calm is not given by the world, but chosen from within. As compassion begins to blossom within, something remarkable unfolds. We start to see that peace was never lost. It was only hidden beneath our resistance. And with that realization comes the final truth. Calm is a choice. Life will always move between light and shadow, joy and sorrow, gain and loss. We cannot stop these waves from coming, but we can learn how to meet them with grace. Calm does not mean we no longer feel pain or fear. It means we no longer let those feelings control us. It is the quiet strength of a mountain that stands unmoved while the wind howls around it. Every time you take a mindful breath instead of reacting, you are choosing calm. Every time you let go instead of holding on, you are choosing peace. The world may remain unpredictable, but within you there is always a still space, a place untouched by noise, safe and vast like an open sky. That is your true home. The Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within." Do not seek it without. Those words remind us that calm is not something to be found. It is something to be remembered. Each day offers you the chance to return to it, in how you breathe, in how you listen, in how you love. So when life becomes uncertain again, don't look for calm in the world outside. Close your eyes, breathe, and choose it from within. Because that quiet choice is the beginning of freedom. Thank you for walking with us through this gentle reflection. If today's message touched your heart, take a quiet moment to breathe it in, and let peace settle softly within you. Remember, calm is not something the world can give or take away. It's the light you already carry inside, waiting for your awareness to awaken it. If this video has brought you a sense of stillness or insight, we invite you to share it with someone who might need it today. Your simple act of kindness helps the light travel further. And if you wish to keep growing on this path of awareness, mindfulness, and Buddhist wisdom, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to The Guiding Light. Until we meet again, may your heart stay calm, your mind stay clear, and your spirit shine gently through all things.